Hello and welcome back to Metta Minds with Miss Helene. I'm Miss Helene and this is the place where we unlock the power of our minds. We know we have so many feelings and emotions that we experience. It's good to be able to figure out how and why these things came about. Sometimes when we're feeling really hungry, it just comes out in anger. And sometimes we're so frustrated, but really we're feeling so tired and we just want to go to sleep. Understanding why we feel a particular way is really going to help us figure out the solution to help us feel better. For example, if we're feeling angry because we're so hungry, listening to music to lift up our mood is not really going to help. We're going to need food to help us feel better. So knowing what that feeling is and where it's coming from is going to help us find a solution for it. Earlier this term, we looked at some emotions like anger, sadness, and happiness and how we felt during those times. Now we're going to have a look at these emotions and figure out what caused them in the first place. What is it that we're really feeling at that time? So get a piece of paper and some pencils and let's go. Today we're going to be looking at some of our emotions and what really causes them. So if we take, for example, anger, we think about how we feel. We might feel like we're getting really hot. We might feel out of control. We might feel like shouting. We might feel like shouting and yelling. We might feel like clenching our fists. Those are the kind of things that we do when we feel angry. But where did this anger come from? What is the reason for it? Okay, so how we express it, why we feel it. So we might be feeling it because we feel hungry. Sometimes we feel angry when we can't get the food that we want. Another reason why we might feel angry is because of sadness. Sometimes actually what we're really feeling is sad about a situation, but it comes through as anger. Sometimes we might feel angry because we feel unheard. We don't feel like we can use our voice. They're not hearing us. Sometimes we might feel angry because we feel tired. So there's lots of reasons why we feel it that are different to why we express it. How we express it and the output that comes is anger. But really, these are the reasons that we felt it in the first place. So we can go through and analyze a lot of our emotions this way when we figure out why we are really feeling this one, which is the output, is really actually because of these reasons here. Those are the causes. Let's go with sadness and let's do crying. Tears come out. We feel like shouting. We feel like screaming sometimes. Screaming We can feel really hot, flustered. All these kind of is how we express it. Okay? And then why did we feel these? Why do we feel crying and sadness? Sometimes it is because we feel angry and it's coming out as tears instead. It could have been through because, again, we feel unheard. It could be because we are so tired. It could be because we feel hungry. It could be because we feel out of control. You can add that in here too, actually. Out of control of what's happening. Like we're not in control of what's happening. So here we can see two different kinds of emotions and two different outputs. But really, why we're feeling it is actually quite similar, which is very interesting. Because different people express these emotions in different ways. And so we don't always know what someone is feeling or how they're feeling, just like the same way with us. And how we figure that out is being able to analyze and understand our own emotions to know that other people may feel a similar way as well. So you can go ahead and do this with as many emotions as you like. I've just done 2 here today. Understanding ourselves is so powerful. Once we're able to look into ourselves and are aware of our own emotions, we're going to get really good at figuring out how to get past them and make ourselves feel better, creating our own happiness. Thank you so much for joining me this week. I will see you next week on Metta Minds with Miss Eleni.